William Bendix in The Life of Riley. With Marjorie Reynolds as Peg, Tom DeAndrea as Gillis, Blue Jean Sanders as Babs, and Wesley Morgan as Junior. Produced by Tom McKnight. And directed by Abby Berlin.
Boy, what a dream. How am I hungry? Peg? Peg? I'm starving. I'll never go back to sleep. I gotta risk it. Sardines, cold pork, codfish cakes, potato salad, strawberries. I better take just a little of each so she'll never know I've been here. Nothing like a little snack at night. Now for some dessert and I'll sleep like a bear. Peg always counts the strawberries. I better just take one from the bottom. Oh, my chest. Oh, the agony. Oh, I'm dying. Peg! Peg, come quick! I'm dying! Oh!
What is it, Riley? What's the matter?
Oh, the pain. Oh, it's like a knife sticking through me. I'm sick and fast, Peg.
Well, where does it hurt you?
Call the doctor. Call the undertaker. Call the children. I want to say goodbye.
Mother, what's the matter? What's wrong with Pop?
Goodbye, kids. Be good to your mother.
Junior, get the bicarbonate of soda.
Too late for bicarbonate. Call Doc Benson. Oh.
Should I call Doc Benson, Mom?
Maybe you better.
Oh. Never mind your doctor. If it's a rare tropical disease, tell me.
Now, Riley, let's not anticipate things. What did you have to eat last night?
Strawberry. In the bottom of the box. Little bitty one. You got gypped on them strawberries, Peg.
Don't you worry about anything. Just go to sleep. You'll feel better when you wake up. Mrs. Riley, could I speak to you for a minute privately?
Certainly, Doctor. Now that the pain's gone, dear, you just try and get some rest.
How can I rest? Why didn't he talk in front of me? What's all the secrets?
Well, there's no secret. He probably just wants to give me some instructions.
If it's about the funeral, just something simple.
Oh, Riley, stop it.
I gave him a sedative. He'll probably drop off to sleep. Have this filled, and when he wakes up, don't let him have anything but a cup of hot tea.
There's nothing seriously wrong.
No. Just overeating. Make him stay in bed today. He'll feel better tomorrow.
I'm sorry to have brought you over, Doctor. I know how busy you are.
Well, it's quite all right. I had to stop at the vet's anyway to see Tom Lee.
Tom Lee?
Yeah, my wife's Siamese cat.
What's wrong with him?
Well, I'm afraid he's pretty sick, poor fellow.
You mean it's serious?
He has bronchoblastomycosis.
Terrible. He'll recover, won't he?
Yeah, I'll recover, won't I?
At his age, the heart can't take very much.
No, I suppose not.
Even if he does pull through, he probably won't be able to do much, just loaf around the house. And any exertion or shock, and he'd go like that.
Goodbye, Doctor. Thanks for coming over.
Oh, not at all.
Hi, Peg.
Riley, put down that comic book and try and get some sleep.
No use wasting time sleeping. What did the doc say?
He said you had indigestion. Now close your eyes and give the sedative a chance.
Okay, Peg. If you want to call it indigestion, let it be indigestion.
You've probably been tossing half the night. Now get to sleep. You must be dead.
Not yet. But it's sneaking up on me. Slap! Don't ever do that, Gillis. The slightest shock could finish me.
Oh, come on. What are you doing in the sack? Ain't you going to work?
My working days are over, Gillis.
Quit kidding. You're strong as a buffalo.
You're almost extinct, too.
Peg said you were sleeping off indigestion.
She didn't want me to know the truth. I heard the doc tell her. I got bronchobelligosis.
That sounds like a horse disease.
I figure I got maybe 3 months to live.
Gee, that's tough. And you just took a year's subscription to the evening paper.
Any slight exertion, and I could go like... Snap your fingers, Gillis. Like that.
Oh, that's awful. I feel terrible.
You can have my riveting gloves and my Weldon helmet to remember me by.
Gee, thanks, pal. I'll wear them in good health. And you'll have the biggest funeral in Blueview Terrace.
Funeral?
Every large member and friend of yours will be there. Even if I have to drag them.
Oh, if I could only live to see it.
I better get my dark suit pressed.
Patient should live in an air of calm and serenity. Any excitement or sudden noises can be fatal.
Okay!
What are you trying to do, honeybee? Kill me?
Oh, it's you. What are you doing loafing on the couch on Friday?
I'm resting my belligosi.
Well, if you get off it and do some work around here, maybe Peg could get things done. Peg!
What are you tickling me for, Babs?
I'm not tickling you. I think I left my knitting needle on the couch.
Oh.
There it is. Now, you go right back to sleep, Daddy.
Man in my condition sleeping on needles.
In the house. I told you to play outside. Your father's resting.
Yeah, resting in a boiler factory.
Okay, Mom. No go. Come on, Tony. Okay, let's go shoot at Big Bird's house.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Are you feeling better, dear?
How can I feel better with people yelling, sticking needles in me, and shooting guns off?
Well, here's a cup of hot tea. It'll settle your stomach.
It ain't my stomach I'm worrying about. It's sudden noises that'll get me.
All right, dear. There won't be any more sudden noise.
All right. This is Chester A. Riley, Henshaw.
Oh, thank you very much. I've got a new dress I want you to see. It'll cheer you up.
We gotta watch expenses, Peg. Remember, you'll have 2 kids to bring up.
$14.85 isn't going to put us in the poorhouse.
But you already bought a pink dress a couple of days ago.
I exchanged it for this one. I thought I'd get more use out of it.
Black. All black.
I should hope so. I'm getting tired of this nonsense. If he can eat 4 fried eggs, he can stagger into his clothes.
Well, he didn't look like getting up when I gave him his tray. What's a Bela Lugosi?
I haven't the slightest idea.
He said something about starving out of cold and filling up a Bela Lugosi.
Well, if it's what it sounds like, he's following the rules. Oh, see who that is at the back door.
Oh, here.
Dear, just when I have my hands in hot water.
The men are here to measure for your new dressing table, Mom. One for you, Mom.
Oh, well, take care of them and show them where I want it. Hello? Yes? Oh, hello, Mr. Curtis. I'm fine, thank you. Oh, they're fine, too. Oh, Riley had an attack of indigestion, but he's up and around again.
I'm glad to hear it. In looking over his life policy, I find the death benefits too small these days for adequate family protection. And he has a golden opportunity now to double it under our special half rate.
Well, I'm all in favor of the increase.
35 inches. You never get it through here. How about the one? 41. We can squeeze it through here if we tip it on in. Sorry to bother you, mister.
She ain't losing any time.
Oh, Junior. What's your father doing?
Oh, he's still in bed. He's going on a trip.
A trip?
Yeah, with some guy called Kismet. So long, Mom. Bye, dear.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Riley, are you still in bed?
With my pulse fluttering like a moth, where would you expect me to be?
Outside doing some work. Well, you must feel all right. You rested all day yesterday.
Peg, how can you say that when you know they've got to tip me on end to get me out of here?
What are you talking about? And what's all this about going on a trip?
It's the big adventure. Only I didn't think I'd have to start out through the window.
Riley, stop this nonsense just because you had an attack of indigestion.
Peg, how can you talk about indigestion when you know perfectly well
I haven't time to argue, Riley. I'm late for an appointment and there are things to be done around here. The fence is broken, the lawn hasn't been cut, and you promised to wax the kitchen floor.
Any one of those things could carry me off like... Snap your fingers.
I'll do more than that if I come back from the beauty parlor and you're still in bed.
My own wife. And she ain't worrying whether I live out the day. Where was I? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Where is it? Could you spare part of that, Gillis? I ain't had a crumb since breakfast.
With your pump, Ryle, I wouldn't take a chance on Honeybee's meatloaf.
What I can't understand is her wanting me to work. That ain't like Peg, Gillis.
Maybe she figures she can't get another man to replace you right away.
My Peg wouldn't look at another man.
Well, maybe she got a special rate on a plot. If it was my wife, I could understand it. Not the way you're happily married. It's just that she don't like me.
Hello, gentlemen. Good afternoon, Chester. Taking it easy, I see. That's the way to prolong life, health, and happiness.
Hello, Curtis. You know Gillis.
Yes, indeed. I've been trying to sell him a policy for 3 years, and I'll get him yet. How are you, Mr. Gillis?
Never felt better.
Well, when the weather's clear, that's the time to protect against lightning.
I got lightning rods.
That's very good. Say, I had a little talk with Peg this morning, Chester. She suggested that I try and induce you to double your present life insurance.
There's your answer, Al, right on the nose. Go.
I don't believe it.
I have a little rider here that Peg approves. This doubles your death benefits and pays your beneficiary in monthly installments or a lump sum.
Most dames like it in lumps, Ralph.
I'm dying and she's worrying about lumps.
I beg your pardon? She didn't mention that he's got maybe 6 months to live, did she?
6 months?
She's having a prefabricated coffin made. You didn't know that, did you? She didn't mention a little detail about his ticker.
No, she didn't.
I could go anytime, Curtis. Like
that.
Thanks.
Of course, if you couldn't pass the medical, then further benefits would be out of the question.
He couldn't even pass a 4F.
No use wasting your time on the expendable, Curtis.
No, of course not. Well, I'll be running along. I'm sorry to disturb you.
To work.
You can't, Ryle. It'll kill you.
So what? If Peg don't care, I got nothing to live for. I might as well get it over with quick.
You got a point there. There's no use dragging it out.
I'll start waxing the kitchen floor. That'll do it.
And when she comes home, she'll find you there laid out on it.
Cold as a pickerel.
Wait a minute, Ryle. I'll go with you. You won't do no work without a foreman. Stroke. At one spot, Ryle, and you got it.
Here it is. I'm finished. I'm still on my feet. I don't understand it.
Let's go fix the fence. That ought to do it.
Yeah,
Come on.
Well, that's it. I'm still alive.
Yeah, you're getting pretty disappointing, Ryle.
Yeah. Wait a minute. It ain't beaten. This is ridiculous. This is the beginning. I'm going fast. I must be going. Look how I'm sweating.
Great. Now mow the lawn and you're in.
Any minute now. I can feel it. The pain is shooting down my legs.
Hello, Riley.
Is that you, Peg? Everything is a little hazy.
Well, I don't wonder. Working under this sun without a hat on. Are you trying to kill yourself?
Let's not be hypocrites, Peg. You don't care what's going on.
Oh, Riley, I think it's wonderful. You waxed the kitchen floor beautifully.
That new black dress. You can't wait to start wearing it, can you?
I expect to wear it day after tomorrow.
You might at least wait till I curl up and cool off.
What are you raving about?
With the little time I've got left, you might have pretended you loved me. But no, you were money mad.
Well, now you're talking like a lunatic.
Stop playing dumb, Peg. That's one game I'm better at than you.
Prove it, Riley.
Are you denying you sent Curtis out to double my insurance?
Of course not. For the children's future. I think it's a very sensible idea.
Aha! At last it's out in the open. I knew you'd crack.
Well, if anyone's cracked, you are. Now, come on over here and sit down and tell me what this is all about. Sit down.
You needn't act anymore, Peg. This is the end. I'll go quietly. And with my expiring breath, I'll love you and forgive you.
Forgive me? What for?
I sneaked out in my nightshirt, and I heard you and Doc Benson talking over my case in the living room.
Oh, then you heard him say that you had a case of indigestion.
He said I had bronchobelligosi and I could go like... I might as well chance it. Like that. Go ahead, laugh. Laugh your head off. It's only me that's dying.
He was talking about a case of feline bronchitis.
Well, I might not have pronounced it right, but he said I was all through.
He wasn't talking about you. He was telling me about his wife's cat.
They've got 8 lives to spare. I've only got... a cat. Are you telling me the truth, Peg?
Oh, Riley, do you think if there was anything seriously wrong with you that I'd leave you for a single second?
Wouldn't you, Peg?
Riley, you and the children are my whole world. If anything happened to any one of you, it wouldn't
be a very nice world to live in.
Gosh, that's the way I feel too, Peg. I wouldn't want to be around if you didn't love me.
Oh, I always will, Riley. You can depend on that.
And you can depend on me, too. I don't care if I did wax the floor, fix the fence, and mow the lawn all for nothing. I've got you back. And I'm going to live.
Yes, dear. I think we're going to have you around for a lot of years.
Yeah. You know, Peg, darling, you're a lucky woman. Boy, I'm hungry. Work made me hungry. I gotta get back some of the weight I lost.
At it again, Riley. You never learn, do you?
Who put that fire engine in there?
This place is a device I had the electrician rig up. I'm not going through another heart attack.
Peg, I'm surprised at you. After all these years, you don't trust me.